You wake up, you go to work, you come home, you sleep, you do it again. And somewhere between the alarm clock and the paycheck, you stopped asking whether any of this was actually your choice. Most people think the rat race is a metaphor, a colorful way of describing a busy life, a phrase you say at dinner parties when you want to sound self-aware. It is not a metaphor. It is a system, a carefully engineered, deliberately constructed system designed to keep you productive, keep you consuming, keep you borrowing, and keep you just comfortable enough to never question whether there is another way. The rat race is not accidental. It was built by institutions that benefit from your participation in it, by an economy that requires your consumption to function, by a debt system that converts your future income into present spending before you ever have a chance to deploy it. Machiavelli understood this before any modern economist. He wrote that those who control the system benefit from the obedience of those within it, and the most obedient participant is the one who never realizes they are inside a system at all. Let me show you exactly how the trap works, not in theory, in your life, right now. You were born, and before you could walk or talk, the system began preparing you. At school, you were not taught how money works. You were taught how to follow instructions. You were taught compliance. You were taught to sit still, raise your hand, wait for permission, and celebrate when an authority figure told you that you had done well. Then you graduated, and the system handed you to the next institution, the employer. The employer said, "Give me your time, and I will give you money, a fair exchange." But here is what the exchange actually meant. Give me the irreplaceable, your hours, your energy, your years, and I will give you the replaceable, a salary that I can adjust, that I can eliminate, that disappears the moment I decide your position is redundant. And then, to make sure you never leave, the consumer economy stepped in. It said, spend, upgrade, finance, subscribe, and before you knew it, your salary was already spoken for before it arrived. That is the rat race, not a metaphor, a machine, and you have been running inside it since the day you started school. Here is the part that will cost you sleep tonight. Most people's strategy for escaping the rat race is to run faster inside it, work harder, get promoted, earn more, move up. And the system loves this strategy, because a promotion inside the rat race is not an escape. It is a longer leash. Napoleon Hill saw this with devastating clarity. He said the majority of people who fail to accumulate wealth do so not because of a lack of opportunity, but because of a definite major weakness, the habit of drifting. Drifting is not laziness. Drifting is motion without direction. It is working hard inside a system without ever questioning whether the system is taking you where you actually want to go. The promoted employee earns more, but they also spend more. They work longer hours. They carry more responsibility. They have less time. And they are now even more dependent on the institution that promoted them than they were before. More income, less freedom, a longer leash attached to the same post. There are three institutional forces that sustain the rat race. Understanding them is the first step to escaping them. Force 1, the education system. It trains employees, not owners. It teaches compliance, not creation. It rewards memorization, not financial intelligence. Force 2, the consumer economy. It monetizes your desire for status. It sells you the appearance of wealth as a substitute for the substance of it. Force 3, the debt system. It converts your future income into present consumption. It ensures that the borrowed feeling of wealth costs you far more than the thing it purchased was ever worth. These three forces work together, seamlessly, invisibly, and almost irresistibly, Here is the escape framework. 4 steps, precise, executable, starting today. Step 1. Calculate your freedom number. Your freedom number is the exact monthly passive income required to cover every single expense you have without working a single day. Not an estimate, not a rough figure, the exact number. Write it down, right now, because a target you cannot name is a dream you cannot build. Step 2. Build one income stream outside your job before you leave your job. Not 10, not 5. One rental property, one dividend portfolio, one digital product, one income stream that generates money independent of your presence. One is the beginning of everything. Step 3. Convert active income into assets systematically. Every dollar not deployed toward passive income is a dollar working for the rat race instead of against it. 10% minimum, every paycheck, before anything else. Because you cannot escape a machine by feeding it everything you earn. Step 4. Replace your salary gradually. Not all at once, not dramatically, gradually. Build passive income until it covers 10% of your expenses, then 20, then 50, then 100. The day your passive income equals your expenses, the job becomes optional. And optional is the most powerful word in the English language. Most people who escape the rat race return to it. Not because they failed, because they were not prepared for the psychological weight of freedom. Freedom comes with uncertainty. And uncertainty triggers the same fear response that the rat race was designed to suppress with a salary. Napoleon Hill called it indefiniteness of purpose, the absence of a clear, specific written target that is so consuming it leaves no room for the fear that would otherwise pull you back. The people who escape permanently are not the ones who escape fastest. They are the ones who built something worth more to them than the security of the system they left. 3 habits that sustain permanent freedom. Habit 1. Guard your freedom number obsessively. Lifestyle creep is the rat race's last weapon. The moment your expenses rise to meet your passive income, you are back inside the machine. Habit 2. Keep building even after you escape. Freedom is not a destination, it is a disciplined practice daily. The permanently free never stop deploying capital. They never stop acquiring assets. They never stop compounding. Habit 3. Protect your mindset above everything. The rat race is not just an economic system, it is a psychological one. And the people who built it will spend your entire life convincing you to return. Do not. Machiavelli wrote, "It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. But in the context of money, it is better to be free than rich if you cannot be both. Because rich without freedom is just a gilded cage, a more expensive version of the same machine, with better furniture. The rat race ends the moment you decide it ends. Not when you make more money, not when you get the promotion, not when the timing is right, not when the economy cooperates. Now, with the income you have, with the knowledge you now possess, with the decision made in this moment to stop running inside the machine and start building the exit. Calculate your freedom number, build your first income stream, deploy every dollar with intention, and never, never mistake a longer leash for freedom. The mind is the money. Dominate it.